It's almost like people take their garages for granted. They don't have any clue how they work. They just push a button and it opens. But the minute something goes wrong with their door, the minute they break, they're lost at sea or something. I'm actually heading out to, sounds like a broken spring. When I get there, I'll come back on and film the entire thing. How you doing? So, all right, it won't open, you said?
It won't open.
Yeah, I even remember coming in here.
Well, yeah, it won't open, and then it feels like it's really like tugging.
Yeah. And you know why, right?
The snap right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's, yeah, the cables are off. Both of them they're still good though.
Okay.
Hopefully. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring it around because like normally a door like this size has 2 springs. And when one breaks, you can still get it open. The cables are still
Right,
on.
right, okay.
But on this, the door's not that heavy. It's a polyurethane door.
Yeah, yeah.
So they only require
Oh, okay, I
one.
wondered where the other ones might be.
No, it only has one.
Okay, got it.
But it normally, like this is how a single door, a small door is set up with one.
Okay.
And then on the double doors, they have another spring coming out.
Yeah. Okay, okay.
So I can put 2 on if you want to equals about what that is. That way, if it breaks again ever, you can still get it open because you can't really open it when the cables are off. They get all tangled.
Oh, I'm good with 1. I mean.
All right, yeah, that one's the size of 2 basically. So normally a spring that big is going to be with a lifetime warranty is $789. Those ones didn't have they probably had a 1-year warranty when they put the door in.
Okay, okay.
The new ones are oil tempered.
Okay.
So they made like high cycle are made to last way longer than the stuff
Okay.
when you buy them. It's usually they last about 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll bring a ladder
Yeah,
in.
okay,
Then I'll
okay.
tell you when this was put in.
Okay.
And that'll be probably when we did the door.
Okay.
And then leave that off. Yeah, in case someone pushes
Okay.
the button.
Okay.
I'll see what I have, but
Okay.
I know I have them both.
Okay.
But I'll see which one I have.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, here's the check. That was 2 small springs. I gave her a break. She was a nice lady. Anyway, that was a spring change. We hung that door about 7 years ago. Spring's already breaking. I converted it to the 2 springs. I not only made her happy, but that she can open her door if the spring breaks, because she really only needed 1 spring, but it just didn't look right with 1 spring on a double door to me. So I put 2 and it actually worked a lot better. She was a nice lady as well. So I just said $789 is enough. Still made over 700 bucks and it took me about 20-25 minutes. So anyway, once in a while I do the low ones, and it's still not low, but I do them lower. So you guys that are on the fence about wanting to do this, I mean, there's a lot of work in this business. So if you're thinking about getting in the garage door business, I'd recommend getting in for the repairs, because the repairs are in and out and you got to check. My advice to you, if you're thinking about getting in the garage door business or learning a trade period, I would definitely learn the garage door business. Forget these other ones. There are too many things. I don't know. It seems like it's drawn out, and then you got to just be an ant like all the other ants. In the garage door, there's really no one else to call in their area. So you're a guy that actually does it, and it says it on the truck. So then they feel comfortable using you because they don't know who to call. And then you get recommended a lot. And when you're recommended, that's even more of a comfort zone, because the person that recommended you, oh, they already used you too, so I'll just pay it. It's just an overall great trade to be in. And then when you get there, you don't have to go upstairs. You don't have to do any of that. If you've seen on this job, I don't know if I showed you, but I had to go around the front because they only had 1 spring that broke and the cables were off. I couldn't open the door because the cables were off. So I just told her I'll go around the kitchen. So that's as far as you got to walk. You got to go in the kitchen like 2 or 3 times to bring your tools in and your ladder and your springs, which is not a big deal, but most of the time you can get the door open. That's how I set her door up with 2 springs now. That way if one breaks, you could still get the door open. If that was the case there, I would have opened the door, just brought everything right in. I'm backed right up to the door. And when I was done, I opened the door and I put everything right back on and I get a check and I go. But that, I mean, to me, that's not hard anyway. So some people got to go upstairs. They got to climb up on roofs. They got to crawl into the house with all these black widows and spiders. This, you don't have to do any of that. You're clean. You can relax and make money. It's a great trade. Don't be fooled by those other trades. This is the best trade. We actually have the only online trade school which is effective. We've had so many hundreds of people going into their own business. I've changed a lot of lives by doing this. A lot of people are like, they tell me they're indebted to me for the rest of their life and they can't believe how much money they're making. They love this business. They're cut out for this business. We have guys sending me a bottle of whiskey and all this stuff, Blue Label or something. I didn't even know what it was. I asked him what's Blue Label and he sent me a picture of it. We've had really no bad complaints. Only once in a while we get people that are garage door guys. You can tell by the way they talk. And I've warned people about these guys before. These guys are territorial. It's like they hear a new guy's in town and they think they own it for some reason. Those kind of people are out there. So they make their stupid comments. You can tell it's them. I don't even know what they're talking about. The best way to do it is to learn the right way, learn for inexpensive. This, 1 or 2 service calls you can pay yourself back. You could practice with those 2 and you're already paid back for the whole course. And then you still get access to the course. You get a lifetime membership to the course. So if you forget something ever, you can look back and they're all labeled. If you forget how to reset cables, I'll just give you an example. You can go right to reset cables and watch a little video thing there, and right out in the driveway too. Like you can go to your truck and watch it on your phone and go, okay, now I remember, and go back in. Just that alone, this class is worth it. So garage door people also take our course. They see some of the stuff we do that they didn't know you can do, so they want to learn more of our tricks. So they just take the course because they know the money they make, $1,499, that's really nothing when you start making the money. So I know for some people they don't have the money, but I would do whatever I can to get the money, and I would get signed up and start making the good money, and then you'll see that it's really not that much money that you're spending for this course. You'll have a different attitude toward it. Once you sign up for the course, www.garagedoortradingschool.com, you'll actually have access to the price sheets, and you can laminate them, put them together, and then it looks like an official price sheet. They'll do it for like $2.50. The ones that say $7.89 are the ones you guys are going to be using. That's what I charged this lady. And you can go do another one. Like I'm on the way to another one right now. It's probably a door estimate, and then I'm going to sell it 2 small doors. So I'll probably get $1,000 a door on the deposit. So, and then I'll order the doors and I'll hang the doors within a week or so. So if I get $2,000, she's still going to owe me, $5,500, $6,500 at the end of the job. So it's like $1,200. I'll even call it $1,500 in parts, and they're still gonna owe me after giving me $2,000. They're still gonna owe me $4,500. So I'm still gonna make another $3,000 to hang them. So anyway, and then that's without openers or anything. If she needs a new opener, then I make more on those too. So a lot of times just the remotes and things, the extras that you sell them, like the keypads when you're there. A lot of times just those extra things I charge covers the cost of all the parts, even the doors. And then basically what I charge them for the doors is all clear. So this is something you guys will have to figure out when you're out there doing it, but it's exciting to do. I mean, you're making that kind of money doing very little. And hanging doors takes you 4 hours. It could probably do both jobs, even call it 5 hours if you want. You're making $4,500 plus the 2, you're making $6,500 for 5 hours work, and there you go. It's over $1,000 an hour. And so I'll probably get another service as well today. So if I do anything else, it's just more money on top of it. So it's not hard to make $1 million a year doing repairs and not working hard in this business. And when I was younger, I did all that, but I'm not doing it now. I'm just going to show you guys so you guys learn and are able to appreciate how much money you can make. And there's not that many guys doing it. So every door that breaks, every spring that breaks, every cable that comes off, anything goes wrong with a garage door, and you're in one area, even if you have 5 people in an area, there's too much work for 5 people. So you're going to be getting calls. Everyone who gets in this business does very well. So if if you want to learn this business, the most inexpensive way to learn it, you can learn a trade where you make incredible amounts of money. People are paying $40,000, $50,000, and that was 10 years ago when they went to ITT Tech. And you had to fly out here, you had to pay for hotels, you had to pay for rental cars, you had to get up early in the morning, go there for a month or two. You lose money at work. That's if your boss would let you take off on work. A lot of people have kids, so now that we got this thing affordable for everybody, which the price is going to go up soon, $14.99 to learn this. You can, in one job, you can, one opener, garage door opener, an hour's work, it's paid for your whole education. All you people going to college and all that for 6 years, you're taking loans out and you're going and sitting in a classroom every day. Even if you're an air conditioning guy, they're not just going to send you out. You're going to learn it their way. The only real job to do where you can do it yourself and learn as you're going too, and we teach you the basic fundamentals. All you got to do is run ads, go out there when they call you, charge good money, and you'll figure it out, because the amount of stuff we teach you, you're going to remember once you get there, and you're going to know how to do all this stuff. So I know it might feel intimidating, but you know what takes the pressure off on this business too is they want you to come out. They're like waiting for you. You're like an ambulance or something showing up. It's almost like people take their garages for granted. They don't have any clue how they work. They just push a button and it opens. But the minute something goes wrong with their door, the minute they break, they're lost at sea or something. They don't know what the hell to do, and you're like the only boat coming by. They don't care. They want to be rescued. That's how you feel when you go to these jobs, a lot of them. So you get ready for that. It's a welcoming feeling. Some people you're more cautious, but I'd say 75% of people you go to are just, they don't really care. One guy just told me he changes rollers and services a door, and he charges $2,700. He said he does it all the time. He just goes there. I guess he said he's a good salesman, but it had nothing to do with salesman. What it is these people don't know, and they think that's what it costs, and their door is a major part of their house, and it's not working, and they just pay it. I'm not saying for you to go charge that. Or if they say yeah, then you're doing it. If they say no, then you can always lower it and say you'll do it for this, or you'll see if you can get them a discount, and then you can lower it. But 99% of the time you get great money for what you do in the garage door business, and it's a great trade to learn. It's exciting to learn it too, the fundamentals of a garage door, the way that it operates. Once you learn all that stuff, you feel smarter than the guy next to you. So anyway, I hope to see you on the next. Talk to you later.